I believe that's all working. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Palanga stream for today's event. My name is Mr. K, your streamer commentator for this morning, where I've just woken up about 20 minutes ago. And now I need to figure out where everyone is on pole, because admittedly, I wasn't here for qualifying too much. Looks like it was remarkable, just the fact that number 18 is we're going to be a little bit late to start here. Start lights are on for this little short shoot to the finish line here, and green flags in the air, so GT3 is going to get their start, and then GT4s and T-Series behind them. Looks like we already have a bunch of people who've jumped to start. Both car of TCRs are brand new this season. Number 20 Tackdown Racing, I believe that's also the new Lunaria TCR. So we'll watch the GT3s head into this little primitive tire chicane, and also see if they can make it through, and also navigate this really tight hairpin. Looks like they struggled to the 362's gotten out front. Not sure who that would be. If I can take a look at, I think it is Matt. Yeah, it's Matt Issei right there. He's gotten himself into a healthy lead actually, because that promo must have made a mistake in the chicane, and it looks like gonna probably have Billy right behind him if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and the promo is struggling to get the car to grips. Both Virgos back there, so you can see the 22 and 2, and then 263. So both the RM cars getting up to a comfortable position up here to start this race. Again, here's actually, sorry, it's Peter. I should have said Peter got signed just this morning to get into this thing, and he's already made the most of it, fighting for the lead now. Absolutely insane lead fight going on that we haven't seen for quite a bit. Actually, Rowan just walking away, but he's actually down in third. Now try and see who's leading GT4. Looks like the 380 with Game Cleaner behind the wheel, and TCRs are back in our GT4s. TCR is probably going to be pretty decent around here. I can't make out who that is. It's back there. Actually, here's Necro. Can't make out who's in the 334 at the moment. As I'll pull it up. Should be Metcalf. Yeah, he started from pole, so pole sitter Metcalf from TCR is also leading the TCR occasions. The GT4s and TCR is heading into turn 1. I believe it would be. Jump back up to our lead valve. The Taker's finally figuring itself out. Have a little bit of lag going on too. Crazy. CRN. Look at that, Pete's already leading this race really well. 10 margins across the line apparently, although we aren't gonna be able to see it yet. Oh, lag. It's just this top 3 that's having a lot of lag. Like a lot of V lag on our end. Apparently, because I'm seeing them move around the highway. There we go. It's gonna clean up a little bit. You see the 36 there again. Head of the tire chicane. I think that's Emita. That should be behind the wheel. Right here. Yeah, I got a good look at that, and he just lost second place to number 217 by the new kits and Equinox GT4s, specifically the X variant that has been taken out of the garage for this special little event we got going on here. And it looks like Ibuprofen's already got himself a good distance up. There's a lot of VLUX, so it's kind of hard to tell what's going on at the moment. For a moment, he's really struggling. He's stuck with the, I think this is for this is in like 6th place or so. Hopefully VLAG cleans up a little soon. He's with I think car number 22 right there. It should be my real beefed. Honestly, a surprise. He's struggling so much. Usually he should be, you'd think he'd be really up ahead of the field that he's in. Gonna be a little bit of a scuffle for the lead here for TCR. GT4, this is the second and third that's ahead of our 334 at the moment. And with that being said, that would be, I believe, did we watch it? Well, we're already seeing it's Metcalf on the wheel. Then the number 3, what would be Catskill Motorsports car, which have Scorch behind the wheel. Just contending with them at the moment. There's also more TCR action back there at the number 20. Look at the number 20, the number 12. And also the triple 3. So a bit of a TCR action going on here, which I'm pretty sure is predicted, honestly. Just the way the field is. There are 7 TCRs currently driving right now. It's just astonishing, and 5 GT4s. The lower classes haven't been so well represented before. Basically, you see, we have a slow 3 car up there. Looks like the triple 3, which should have XQ behind the wheel, is gonna try and sneak past Banana. Let's see as we're up here. Isn't gonna be able to get it, but we'll see. There could be mistakes anywhere here with how the nature of the circuit is. So we can jump back up. Sure, Bromo, he's still behind it too. I think he's just really not looking at the circuit. The takers all over the place. Well, it looks amazing. Is it or? No, never mind. No, it's not. It checks itself. I believe. It's hard to tell at this point in time. Bromo is he's in 4th, but he's still quite a bit away from where you usually expect him to be. 5 minutes down from the race. Right, there's Mascaroni. He's making up the end of the top 6 now. Not sure the 59. It's just the 59 was on track. Or at least is accounted for in on the leaderboard. As always, look at that. Game clear's made a mistake at the chicane right there. It looks like it's going to be a chance for the 24 Attack on Racing to maybe launch something into the tire chicane in turn 1. The hairpin up here. See what they can do. Red Bull, I haven't drunk in ages. I wouldn't say 12 hours, but it's been close to probably 6 since I had a drink. Actually, not 6, it'd be closer to 8 or 10. CC limit is at 45. I don't exactly envision how you would get corner cuts. Looks like Game Cleaner is gonna keep everything fine. Is oh, yeah, I wasn't ready for this. You can. 362s. A little bit so must have had a thunk himself. Here's Peter, who's I believe actually, yeah, I believe he's approaching GT3 lap traffic already. They are lapping through the lower field, but I expect them to be lapping through GT3s already. You can see the suspension bits right there as well on the cars. I'm not sure if we'll ever have a good camera for it on the broadcast that lets you see it moving, but there's a sneak peek. Is that? It's the number 3 from Gatska that's actually now in the lead to Scorch. Not sure where he would have got it. Maybe a mistake or something, but does appear that the 217's gained a bit of ground. And good news for the 217 because the GT4, the rest of his GT4 friends that are in the top 3 are not far up from him. So if he does manage to mount, maybe also not just some increased pace, but also a bit of strategy locked in, could mount up some. But one of these new number 3 cars, this number 3 car is one of the new 335L Sports that Nario is now dispatched on the grid. There's 3 of them here that are in garages. Well, 2 of them got out of the garage, I believe, if the 20 is here. Yeah, the 20 is here, so Currently 1-2 in TCR. Great debut so far. And then the number 12 is, it looks like the 217 got a bit mounted a bit sideways there. Not kind of in that, like, what is it, that double left. It's really tricky to get right. Could easily screw it up. I would know because I was in practice with a guy on track. Not sure if he jumped out of his car or something. So for another 3 car in the lead, it looks like there's also just more leaderboard kerfuffle at the moment. So we can find anything happening on track. Number 63 is going slow. That was Frankie behind the wheel. I saw him going slow. The little tire chicane there. Well, not tire chicane, but the hay bale chicane, as I guess we're going to call it. And it also looks like the T17's mounted sideways and he's not moving. Not sure what he said there. Just to help. So he's probably out of stock. Wouldn't be too surprised. But that happened line. Practice code 60 is going to be activated, so everyone's going to be reduced at 60 kph. We're going to move that barrier slightly. Good to see we haven't pulled season 11 Le Mans yet. He's got him moving again, so should be a quick code 60 and we'll get back to the racing action. Brings us the code 60. Yep, changed in a few seconds here. That's the code 60. Functions just like it does in real life. There's the 60. Instead of it being a zone, though, it is everyone on track is reduced to 60 kph. And we use it for, by the way, I mean the RLS race officials, the Roblox Link Truck and Series. They use it for if there's an incident on track where maybe needs a car that needs to be moved, etc. It's sort of fun. There's the 59. Looks like Harnix is moving it. The fact that it is a DNF, I'd imagine. So you see Bromo moved his way back up to talk for the lead. There's the 380 there sideways. The 24 and 36 are your top 2 in GT4, so I assume they are the 2 that haven't had issues of their fields. That is not good news for, well, Happer. It looks like Happer GT4 field struggle. There's a 63 struggling there. So for Frankie behind the wheel, he's got it sideways. It's not got it stuck. He's got it going. There's no need to call anything for that. So the first code 60 comes just about 11 to 12 minutes after the race started. So, a turn of events for sure. So we're watching Metcalf here, who was your pole sitter. The 2 Cairo Prima TCRs are in 3rd and 4th on track at the moment. It's 3rd and 4th in class of the 11th and 12th overall. Can't get my words out. Here's the 263, which is one of the. So it's competing under Arms Feiner, but is the Arsenal Senna GT3s that they're running without sponsors. So you can see on the Spotters Guide, which is available on the announcements channel on the server if you are interested. If you are interested in joining the server, then I believe we have linked that somewhere below. Where is it? Yeah, we do have it below. I wanted to check before I said something that wasn't true. Romovic's already made up like 8 seconds on Peter now, so GT3 isn't exactly settled. It I didn't think it'd be settled from the beginning at all. But oh, there's the there's a rude awakening from the O12. If you weren't waking up previously, I think the O12 would have done it for you. The what is it? The Berliner is what it's called. The model is the 62 going slowly again. Frankie's struggling with that new Inca Alta GT4 that's also hit the track, and then we have these new Lunarias. When I do say new, I mean they're new to RLS. They already had their debuts in the SSU. That's, I believe, is Sports Car Sprint Challenge, if I remember what the exact acronym, but maybe not off the top of my head. I could be wrong. Anyways, let me open up the absolute mess this morning inside. I just some of it I was trying to wanted to wake up for this a little bit early ahead of time, but kind of just woke up at like what 9, and I realized it's like 9:05. You know, because it takes a few minutes to figure out what the hell's going on. Next thing I know, we're qualifying. Next thing I know, I have to stream up. Next thing I know, the race started. Next thing I know, we are 15 minutes into this wonderful 90-minute special event from its lost some ground, and now Peter's lapping the 263, which will be our first actual lapped GT3 car yet. Perfectly called it. He just barely squeaked by. Crazy. Unfortunately, see the chat that's back there. I might go on break at some point here because I forgot my breakfast. I was gonna say I knew something was missing. I started looking around my desk and I knew something's missing. Let's go get it done. I think I just left it on the counter, honestly. Knowing me. Right? Things could happen. I could have put it somewhere it shouldn't have been, but anyways, if you're interested, then there is a spotter's guide in the necessary. This I've already said. It contains a lot of car information. These Norias are absolutely amazing. Hold on, it's the Velocita as they called it. Sticking to the putting an A behind the name for the GT3 car thing. I guess that's their thing. I know it's a little obvious what it's based on, but lovely looking cars, especially from the side profiles. Let's see here, right here. Good, we're soon. Here's Sumida Dev, who's been stuck in a class. I don't think he's anywhere close to Nakara's car. I can't recall who was behind the wheel, but I can pull it up. It was the. I think that's right. It was we didn't know until now, and now he's slow. That's weird. Just slow down. We heard that, right? He just bogged down. There's a 00 gets a good kiss of the hairpin section of the wall there. Is he struggling to bring it uphill? Yeah, he is. What did he say? He said that an agreement. I don't know, you struggle to bring it uphill. These are new chassis. Easy. Oh, oh yeah, that's right. He used wall riding. I forgot to bring it up. You can't need wall ride the final turn. What's he doing? Dancing around. I think he's making complaints. Yeah, he is. Typical rear racing driver. Always make complaints during the race. There's no better time to. So it looks like we're gonna finally have lapped the GT4 field. We actually lapped the GT3 before then, if I'm not mistaken. And oh, Mascaroni got a good lick. So bro moment. Oh, he was hard into his hay bales, and these guys should count themselves lucky. Those hay bales were a lot to move in practice, but they ended up being too laggy to keep in the race, unfortunately. It was really good fun with them unanchored in practice. We did some shenanigans. They didn't really move. They didn't move too much unless you gave them a really good whack with the car. But was still a good bit of fun. Just ever slightly messed up the turn. The 380's got it wrong as well. What is happening with gameplay? Just falling further and further. He's lost second now. Not a great race it has been after the opening few laps where he was actually in the lead of GT4. He's completely lost it. Speaking of completely lost, we've completely lost something else. Where is that 54 at? Here he is. Bromoment's lost so much ground. Yeah, 16 seconds, nearly 17. If we round it up. Ibuprofen just putting on a display here with a 54 car at the moment. See. Okay, now we have the top 6 and 2T3 are much more apparent. A lot more amateur newer drivers seem to be struggling to navigate this course. Here's number 2, which is in 3rd at the moment, so it's the final of our podium slots driven by Anna right now, one of the new Vertigos, which are both completely identical as we have gauged out. Should be identical. The only difference is one has an extra 2 on it for some reason. Other than that, there's no other way of identifying it besides the number plates. There's the 12 here. Looking at Bananas new t-shirts is lovely. That in the Lunaria, which are both 4-door sedans, so it's lovely to see that. That's an alternative to last season where it was just 4-door hatchbacks in the whole class. Here's Zenny, he's just sitting on the hill. I might join him. Speaking of join, Frank is joining the Hayville Club. He's going to be he's going to be lapped in class now. We have a yellow. Oh, we have a yellow. And that's a car over the wall right there. What brat have you done that? He's gonna be able to get it back around. And he's found the tires. That speed, you don't think he would find the tires, but things happen, I suppose. just drop the wheels, all. No, clearly they didn't have morning coffee. But speaking of interesting things, I think he must have. Okay, he must have exited the pits here, maybe. And speaking of exiting the pits, XQ and Metcalf have exited the pits together to 2 Cara Prima TCRs. This is a really good chance for them to do some propaganda picks. Lovely 2 cars, and they both get into barriers, taking inspiration off of the Porsche Penske cars in Detroit for qualifying earlier for the IMSA season in real life. Clearly. Necker behind the 20 car is going to come in to also take a fuel stop. So it looks like the TCRs have smaller tanks. I did hear something with the... Okay. I did hear something with the TCRs. Apparently their fuel saving was really way too good to the point they had to actually completely nerf it. As the 217's now sped into the fuel station. From bad to worse for the 217 on debut. It's alright, I think I've seen worse. Too much style, how it features. There's levels of this wall riding thing. Features displayed. I've not seen anyone wall ride like that. Displayed by his top talent here already, and he really is taking the. He is sending the car around here. Absolutely amazing to watch. That 217 is going to get itself a very, very nasty drive through by the officials here in a bit. So you can see that, yeah, there was a drive through. He's trying the pits, and oh, he's faking him over speed. Car 36. Oh, there's Matt Asay also having issues. I'm trying to remember who was in 36. Yumino. Yeah, he's really screwed that up, and the more and more incidents we have, the more it seems that 24 is just destined to take it all the way. Let's use behind the wheel. It's not Necro. It's who is it? Oh, Hunk's got a card, and Hunk's in the 217, so that is going to be a retiree. Speaking of interesting things, TCR's also on the wall. There has to be some. I entertain. No, never mind. Necro just got it wrong. It's the 12. Oh, that's a lead battle. I mean, there's XQ right there, by the way. It's not even that far off. TCR is such a fun class at the moment. The 12 with Banana behind the wheel, chasing down Metcalf, who started on pole position, looking to make it pole to win conversion here at Palanga. Oh, God, waking up and man, it was up way too late last night. But Metcalf looking to make it a pole to win conversion. This little post-season non-championship race. We're still waking up as I speak. Let's see what else is. I don't think there's any other stores on tracks. We're just gonna watch this. I think Banana might have gotten ahead the hairpin there. Hard to tell. There is a battle going around this track though. See someone speaking in pits. We'll have to see. I might say in break if I can get someone be interested in a little interview potentially. Look at this. Bumper to bumper. To the hairpin on the bridge. They're so close to each other. Oh, but, look, there is levels to this wall riding thing. I'm genuinely serious. But I think Banana might have done it a little bit better there than Metcalf. They are not separated by much. These TCRs look so fun. I should have I should have screwed this booth duty and hopped myself in a TCR for this event. I was originally gonna drive the SVX, and then Aaron was like, "Hey buddy, drive." Not drive on. Hey buddy, streamer. And I was like, "Fine." Speaking of things that are going wrong, there's even more going on. I think the 122 also had an issue early on, so did the 6, because the 217 is still ahead of looks like they already have code 60 deploying the 380's gotten itself stuck, hasn't it then? That's unfortunate. Code 60 is gonna. Oh wow! Oh my! That is a speeding penalty that number 3 has gotten. Bananas come in during the code 60. That might be a decision. That might be a really beneficial decision. If you're coming in code 60, then you already have to do the 60 kph is the pit. That's the pit speed. That's wonderful strategy. The Banana's going to come out on track and not lose nearly as much time. the code 60 change didn't take place. As we had the 22 and 360 also looked like they're coming in for fuel stops or other. I assume the strategy you're going to want to partake is just off observation. If you do have a second driver that's looking to get in the car, then you probably want to do that in tires midway through the race. And then you have, because you have the fuel station over here, I assume you have about 2 fuel stops by the looks of it, maybe 3. Some of these guys, if I were them, I'd try and save fuel and make sure it's definitely a 2-stop. I want to cement it as a 2-stop. Cabler's got it going again. Here's Benetti. He's not even that far off after that stop. I don't think he's even that far off, and that's a stop-go penalty for the number 3. I just think that speeds are so excessive that that's what I got of it. Look, he's only 10 seconds off. He's lost very minimal time there. Well played on the strategy, and that's potentially a win. That might actually help the 012 secure another victory here. Saying another day, another previous, I guess I'll call it special event, because SPX, based on whenever the SPXs are able to attend, deem known as special events here for the RLS. And last little special event we had was the RLS Nürburgring 4 Hours, which went directly in this, not this exact car's way, it was the milk carton previously, as we'll call it, but every rock hard racing's way, and they got a TCR class win, albeit they had less competition than this time around. So I think this is a much more impressive effort. Yeah, I mean, there are more TCRs than GT3s at the start by the looks of it, as Ibuprofen's not extended his lead to a 30-second gap. Just impressive from Ibuprofen now. That's a 3's no serve its penalty. It's going to be quite a bit far down the field. Despite that. I'm using myself here. Just for a moment. See what the... It's a 24 Rocky behind the wheel at the moment. The Aru 400A GT4 almost. Oh, there's Price SPX. When did that get on track? I didn't see this thing on track. I don't think he was at the actual start of the race. Oh well, it's on track now. The one SPX of the whole field. Only SPX entry to have a car in the garage, so I guess 100% garage to track attendance rating for the SPX category. Oh, it's a 63 speeds into the pits. That's the... Which car that be? Oh yeah, that'd be... I think it's Frankie's car. Again, not having a good race here. Once these guys in the fuel station. It's so fun to see. Oh, no, I think Bromo just quit. Assume there's gonna be some not so happy campers. Second matrix generally, yeah. 63 is gonna get one. See this car out TCRs and together, but not on the same lap. At least I don't believe. There's Banana. So that's going to be interesting to watch. See what XQ can bounce up. I don't think he's even riding the walls. See what chat's going on about. Alright, joins. Interesting. XQ's same mistake there with the Havel chicane, and Banana's gonna squeeze right past and now have a good shot at the lead from here. And I know there's a lot going on. I really know I need to get breakfast and go attend to myself real quick. So we're gonna go on a short little break here. I don't have anything to indicate it. I don't want to take away from the potential action ensuing, so I will simply leave us with no commentary, RLS racing, until I get back. So we're in a little break here. We'll be back shortly. returned from my visit to the Blue Room. Fortunately, it looks like the Banana CCR has struggled quite a bit. At least it looked like it had a shot into the variant based on its timing. It's just been struggling. There's a new car on track. What is that? Okay, it's the 5. I don't know who's driving that because I didn't actually have anyone say to drive it on the Spiders got it. No one had yet been added to the lineup. Gus is coming out on the 24 from the lead. Got a lot of 36 to get by. Meted it behind the wheel. For how long is the question? So the answer is real beefed. He's in pits. Really slow to park up. He's overshot his box a little bit. In the wrong one, bud. One of the officials is gonna look at that. He was parked completely in the wrong box. I think his rear bumper was just about his, but other than that, different pit stall. There's Brad's looking trapped. So who's driving that? If I can get to that, is that Brad that's behind the wheel? What's Brad doing? He's starting to get everybody. That's fixed on, right? He's playing with his cars like little toys or something. They're both the 5 and the 61. They're both amp speed entries. Mention that. There's Metcalf in. We're gonna thunk the entry chicane. So 3 through 4 is going to park it right there. Here's nicely parked up. Gonna get some tires. Pirelli G Maxes. Going in the car, new set 4 of them. He's gonna send it away. And speaking of send it away, the 380s had another hard thunk into the Havia chicane. Gets it going much quicker than other people probably would have actually, again, to give credit there. Looks like Brad's parking up. 34 stone lead. It allows the Vertigo, the Vertigos to get on podium now. So it's double podium for the Vertigos on debut. If they can keep it up without retirements. 40 minutes remaining in the session. So you can see XQ right here. That double zero is also going slow. I'm not sure what he's up to or who's behind the wheel of it. Shadow by the looks of it. Who's, well, found himself really comfortably in the barrier. I was going to say, I hope he didn't get stuck there. We'd have to go to code 60 again. We've had at least 2 on stream live in here. Might have had a third one. That was going AFK for a quick moment. Not sure if anyone else would have seen it. Not that I worry too much. He's now struggling to get it going uphill. Suffery's had this issue twice. Completely sideways in an awkward position. Necro's filling the car up. 2 retirees here at the fuel station so far. There's the others. Oh, how next is the 263? So the 263 must have retired then as well then. Not good. Not sure what Brad's up to. He's been in the pits for nearly 20 seconds now, so that indicates he got over here in rather rapid timing. We have a code 60 now, probably for that. Wonder if it's for that stock TCR. Must have retired now, and activating now for the event. No, that's a GT4 and TCR there. Looks like Peter's taking this opportunity to get some fresh tires in the car. Good call there for Peter. Just pull it in real quick. See if anyone else takes the opportunity to? I don't think so. Nope. Vieira will. Tonks is moving the car. Let's see if Tonks will take it back to... Yeah, probably take it back to the garage or pull it off to the right here. One of those options is... Tonks struggling though. What should I think? I was just giving up. Or is it just to get unstuck? Alright, anyways, here's ibuprofen. In general, this car just gets while the other 12's not gotten up to second in class. Veneta behind the wheel, and I think looks like Necro's TCR is going to be chasing it down. We'll see how that turns out. God. Maybe waking up a few minutes before the actual race started, not even qualifying, a few minutes before we got rolling for the race wasn't a great idea. I'm just saying, getting out of... I had to throw myself out of bed for that. Severe isn't releasing that. I wonder what the gap is between these two. They're on the same lap. I think ibuprofen just got a lap in the whole field right now, which is pizza, by the way. Drove for an assortment of teams in RSK, drove for me at one point, actually, and that's why I have 2 podiums at Le Mans and Arska. Seemed to be the one place we actually had luck in the LMB category is... Oh man, that's the second time for Shadow Buddy. Oh, but you have an assortment of cars that's going off there. GCR seem to struggle in the uphill. These are brand new chassis for the RLS in a sense. I don't remember if they're releasing a chassis version or not, but they are a different setup. The gearing is definitely a part that does need worked on. That if anyone remembers last season, the GT4s were initially struggling at Nords to take it up the hill. Yeah, he's not able to get it moving. No, man. Disqualified, really not serving penalties. Oh man, start the counter. 36-14 on the clock. Let's see how long it takes. Oh, 63's already pulled in. That's Frankie on the wheel. Is he even gonna park it up? Or is he gonna keep driving? Just did that for... Okay. He's disqualified now. I don't think he's even seeing the... He should be able to see it. It doesn't... Roblox filter doesn't affect the race control messages between age groups. Because it's separate from the chat system. And ibuprofen's down that sideways. Okay, well that's not a huge issue. Vieira and her team have now just unlocked themselves to 00 is still stuck there. He's I just gotta let him take this. This is actually the older Palanga layout, unironically. I don't mean this Palanga. A little bit overshot, man. We're not exiting the highway that way. There we go. Much better. We're giving him a 10-second stop and go penalty, even though he's disqualified. I guess respect the sticking to the penalty. So number 3 is actually not too far up the road from the 12. I'm not sure to be behind the wheel of that. What would it be? Necro, was it? No, Necro's in. What is this? Necro's in 5th overall, actually. Here's Scorch. Scorch is currently leading by quite a bit over Banana. It's just kind of just amateur. Overslept. So I was just reading something. Six. I want to get a screenshot of that. It's hilarious, bro. There was a fridge. There was a fridge in attendance. Screw the race. Where's that fridge? Oh my god, there is a fridge. Can't believe what I'm seeing. There is indeed a fridge in attendance. It's the most entertaining part of the stream right now. There's a fridge in attendance. Alright, now let's find a new bit of entertainment. See, the 17's got it on track. It will be ages down from everyone, but yeah, so it's nice to get some observation as to how the car operates ahead of toward the end of the postseason. Just get some extra laps in. There's Shadows, wow, you got it sideways there. And well, observation, of course, including the barriers for everyone. Okay, we'll give him a bit. Yeah, he saw what Safa said. He said for fun of it. Fair enough. Might as well get on track. It is supposed to be a fun of it. There's no championship points for this or anything. Oh, is that gonna be? Oh, he's got it down in time. Frankie's just still driving. Oh. Gameplay, where is the car at? Oh, he's his way over here. I wonder if he actually did manage to park it up or not. This is an interesting turn of events. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Triple three, the 334 as well. Oh, he's dunked the berry, and that's slowing him down a lot. Seems to be a huge problem with these TCRs. It's just their uphill climb right now. This is the fight for second in TCR at the moment. The score's so far ahead, there's nothing else, so it's just Metcalf versus Banana here for second overall. Second in TCR. And he's thinking for a moment the 17 looked like it was in the lead there. What an event. Man, this has been a spectacle. Look at that. Both of them side by side. That double zero there in the background. Be an event they're gonna oh, they pit together. Oh, Deeps missed it. Never mind. It's just Banana pitting. This is probably the final time they'll be planning to come in. That's my guess at least. So is there a triple three? There's a triple three. See if I can. Oh, there's Beach. Where is the Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where's Metcalf? There he is. If I Metcalf for a second. Who are you missing? Someone just disconnected. Oh, they code Frankie. Interesting. Oh, it was XQ. Wasn't expecting that. Well, XQ's gotten disconnected. We'll see if he gets back. And Shadow's done it in the same area again. Must be his favorite little spot right here. See, he loves it. He's just chilling there. Can you blame him? It's a lovely view. I think you get to see the cars going in as you can. Time for Max to be unbanned. No, I don't think that's happening, buddy. I think you have bigger problems anyways. Ibuprofen still in a comfortable lead. That is... this has definitely been an event. There's Gosha behind the wheel. Still comfortably in front of the rest of the GT4s. It's not much competition. Kind of just happened. I'm not sure why GT4 was so messy today. So driver quality just went down after the end of season 1. GCR seems to be E-class at the moment. Yeah, I need a TCR now. I want to get on the action. I kind of want to drive TCR. These things are fun to drive. I don't want to be stuck in the booth anymore. I want to drive these things. Probably should have driven anyways, considering the lack of udder. These cars. I just realized the way to when the banner ends. Oh, okay. Not where you want to be, Metcalf. There you go. That's a bit better. And oh, code 60. I didn't see what for. I think it might be that car. This one right here. It looks like he's not even moving. He's still in the car. Just trying to put the car in the back of the back. I think he might be. You might just want to hang it up, man. There's something else in pits, clearly. And the code 60 right there. Those TCRs really do not get moving comfortably as there is... Hold on. There we go. Necro versus Metcalf here for second in the TCR class. Necro's got a much better exit there. Easy pickings. believe I saw Dive in pits. I'm not sure if Dive will be getting in the car at all. He should have. Dive should be signed. One of the RLS owners got himself in some, trying to get himself in some wheel-to-wheel action on track. Especially in the postseason, it's probably a good time to do it when there's less at stake. Stake sounds good about right now. Oh, there's Dive right there, and Bro Moment. Showing side of the track, Bro Moment. Has just quit the race. Vertigo. Then the number 22 is, I think it's behind the wheel. Yeah, he sped through pits, 74 kph. It's 14 over to dunked in the barriers. That's 14 over to pit speed limit, so not exactly the speed you want to be going in pits. His execute's gotten himself back on track, but he's going to be, I assume, down the order to an extent. I think like half the field's retired. And, well, that's new. I've seen people get it over the track in multiple places. This is a new IOE speed shit. I think he's done. How do you get it over here? I've seen people get it stuck in plenty of places. This is a new one. This isn't looking good on me either, because that's my car, and so far both my cars seem to have been the ones most prone to finding themselves in brand new places, and new places don't exactly constitute as the podium, unfortunately. As Banana's gonna get it rotated, sort of. Banana looks like, actually, is that that's the 3 of Ed, but I wonder if the 3 has any distance on the 12. Thinking, where is Necro? Must have pit, or had a huge incident. Then across the line. Oh, never mind. Other way around. Banana has a huge incident or pit. Banana's in 4th. And a lap down. So it's going to be Nario domination here for sure. 1-2. Unless something happens to one of these top 2. But I don't think so. Scorch being on a absolutely immeasurable run at the moment. Execute. Game Cleaner's got himself sideways now. Metcalf here, who was our pole sitter, he's now in 3rd. Nario's getting to him on race pace, clearly. As Tunix is in Speedy's car. Planning to throw the Flying Blizzard around there. Can't be. Who could it be? Oh, just resetting the leaderboard for some of the people, I think. Okay. Well, looks of it is exactly that. You can see Necro struggling up the hill. It's gotta be a... It is a TCR only thing that looks of it. I struggle that much up the hill. Just kind of general reading stuff. Let me pull up something. We are here, waiting a little bit for, and there's what's going on. Okay. If you are watching the YouTube and you feel like asking a question, it would be much appreciated. I have nothing to really talk about at the moment. Obvious reasons, not much happened on track. Just it's a late race in row racing. It's gonna happen when there's just nothing to talk about. To the extent gaps happen, incidents happen. There's been so many incidents. That what is it? 00 still hasn't ever moved. What else is going on? Guess we can watch pizza for a little bit. Oh, Aaron's finally moving it, I think. No, he's doing something else. We've now gone under the track. Aaron also has gone under the track. There he goes. And Game Cleaner is gonna bin it. Game Cleaner is ahead at the start, code 60. Getting activated here. There's, I guess, something to talk about. I guess that makes this a much more interesting way. Where is Peter? There he is. I guess that makes... Yeah, that is what makes RLS somewhat special, is that... I can't really think of another... racing league. Oh, shit. And I said something I shouldn't have. Whoops! Well, I guess that's what makes RLS special, is the fact that they're Code 6 season. You don't really get stuff like that during Peter. There we go. You don't really get things like that during A-chassis races much now. Like, for instance, in RSCA, if you ever went yellow, you basically would always, it was usually just sector yellow, and it didn't really do anything, and you know, it didn't slow the cars down at all, and if you ever did go full course yellow, you usually went red anyways, and nothing really happened. Just things. But you get the idea. Taking a look at the real racing world at the moment, Pikes Peak is actually on right now. Which I didn't realize, but it is indeed on as we speak. What else is going to be on? I wonder what else there's to talk about. Nobody commenting? Okay. So I'm just going to be schizophrenic at the booth here for a bit. I could shoot you forwards at the barriers. Victory formation? That would be funny. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone's going to really be able to do it. Except for Lunario could. For a TCR category. Zappa's back on track. Someone just disconnected. Unless that was one of the mods moving something. You can see the 00 has been just moved out of the barrier. There's people on track right there spectating. Is that Diving Bright? It is Diving Bright. Just to make him out, they have picked a spot to spectate from. Business relationship between those two going back a few probably quite a few years, probably more than I even know about. This special scenario supplying Katsuka directly for RLS. 2 TCRs and 2 GT3s were entered for Katsuka here, all 4 of them being Lunarios, and 2 of them being the Lunarios, the 335L Sports, which again are 1 and 2, although one of them is with Necro's team, which is Tachyon Racing. Speaking of Tachyon Racing, they're currently in the lead in 2 different classes at the moment. And, oh. Not the way you want to take that corner, bud. Definitely not the way you want to take that corner. Here's Chimito. There's Gosher. Gosher behind the wheel for the 24. Interesting. Not serving DTD in time. That might be terrible. That's gonna be bad news. That ends up being something further. High casualty rate in the GT3 field, actually. In the GT4 field, to be fair. I think about half the GT3s and half the GT4s have retired from their respective classes, or are lapsed down to the point of being completely out of contention. Mito passes us in the 36. Let's see what else is going on. I see Game Cleaner being more friendly with the tires again. Got some friends down there with those tires. It's going to struggle up the hill. Going with the gearing tune. I want to see. Let's go in this. Let's see. Wanted to check chat. I guess one of the Vertigo guys is arguing their case that they did already serve the penalty, actually. Hence, it was an investigation at DSQ, so they do have a case to argue that they did already serve, and I guess Aaron and Hendricks must have made a little slip up happens. Be a rare slip up if anything. Usually they're not making slips, but with all the stuff going on track, I don't know if I exactly blame them. Definitely has probably been one of the more active officiating sessions for RLS. Like trying to officiate carts in the rain. I know, I did that. Well, I haven't officiate, but just be a track walker when there's carts in the way. 17's gonna Bennett back there. I guess there's always room to improve anyways. This donut's really fucking good. Mm. I feel like Brian now. Has it struck anyone that Brian's like unironically a really shitty person in Family Guy? No? No one? No one ever think about that? He's ironically not that good of a person. Percy Quagmire went on a whole rant about it to Brian at some point. I'm not that caught up on Family Guy, I just remember it. Hey Lois, this reminds me of the time I was at the RLS for 1.5 hours of Palanga. Losing my fucking mind up here. Gus has got such a comfortable lead. What Ginny does have to disconnect to lose the race? They're so discussing this. They're very insistent that he did indeed serve the drive-thru correctly. And they're right to argue the case since they do have a podium on the line. Yeah, one of the arms to the side once again. Well, Game Cleaners lost it again. And so have I. 22 investigate after RLS. Yeah. I figured I was gonna have to go post rates at some point. Watching, I'm not sure who this actually is. A lot of the cars didn't have driver names on their lineups. We have 7 minutes to go now, so we're approaching the part where if you do get any penalties now, it is post-race. I haven't thought about it. Has anyone gotten close to the CC limit? I was gonna say there should be no way anyone gets close to that CC limit. You'd have to do something pretty wrong to Yamino's got 15, so it is really, really hard to get a CC here. And if you are getting a CC, it's usually just because you miss out on one of the chicanes here. Oh boy. Yeah, that was this soon though. Let's see, so we have Pikes Peak going on. What else goes on today? There's some IMSA action on. You've seen LMP3 right there. Or VAR. I'm just listing off what's going on in the outside world right now because why not? There's a few World Cup matches on. I'm not sure if they're friendlies or anything because I don't follow World Cup admittedly. It's not. I'm American, so it's not really my thing. We have a different type of football. We call this one soccer for any of the Europeans. What else is on? Oh yeah, IndyCar and oh yeah, NASCAR is on. That'll be interesting. And that's about it. I'm not gonna go search up whatever else is on because anything else is on is probably a little bit closer to the not so relevant side, or it's like a, I don't know, maybe Lamborghini Super Trofeo China or something is on right now, but I don't really care about that. Not my cup of tea. Look, they're just talking. It looks like they'll discuss after the race, and I think they're, for what the Vertigo people are willing to have a post-race discussion by the looks of it, which is fair enough. I think at some point you probably should just ask for it to be post-race anyways, so you aren't arguing too much during the race, you're not so focused on it. 17 came out of the pits there. Possibly for new tires. Number 3 is about to put a lap on the 12 here, or not. Gosha's also shoved on stuff to the barriers, so everyone kind of having their issues here. The 36 is behind us. That can't be on the same lap, right? I don't think you meet us on the same lap as Gosha, right? We're gonna find out here. It'd be pretty amazing if they were. Nope, nowhere close. I forgot. Starting to get delusional here. Who's on number 3 again? Oh. Geez, 2 banners right there. Oh, hey. Oh, I just deleted the bales there. Fair enough. That right there is the original hairpin that the original Palanga course actually took, and then they, at some point in the 2010s, changed it to that double left. I believe they added that actually later on, like the actual asphalt for that section, which is cool. I wonder if it's race specific. It would be, because I don't see another reason you'd really use this. Well, actually no, now I do. Apologies, being a little stupid here, but no, I see it now. That's an interesting highway lanes as well. I need to research that. My little road autism's kicking in here. Not the way the highway looks like it works. I'm used to do, living in America. It's a little different. The highways, the way they're set up. It's a lot more. I feel like it's a lot more 3-lane around where I live, and then 2 lanes, but sometimes up to 4 lanes. Yeah, we're something at the highways we rely a lot more on things with 4 wheels and an engine behind it, or actually in front of it, I should say, than a lot of other places. Who was in that number 3 car again? Wasn't it Scorch? Yeah, it was. Here's Scorch. Where's his friend in the 20? Wasn't Necro, was it? It was Necro. Here's Scorch right here. Got a Counter-Strike Major starting. The grand final. I should have mentioned that it is on right now, but it's not racing, so. Watching Scorch throw his car around. That's strong. That's good. Oh, it's nearly down to race. Whoops. Where's Peter? He is. I don't think he'll get to the line in time to start another lap, will he? Surely not. No, he will. Just barely. It's just gonna take us. We have one more lap to go then. Not sponsored by any one bank. I don't believe I can list it. Yeah, what's going on? Starting a little distracted. There's so much going on today. If you thought RLS Palanga was interesting, we have NASCAR Cup Series on naval-based Coronado, and those already looking at the Xfinity and truck races. So I saw a little glimpses of them. It's gonna be interesting. So we have two funny little races going on today. One in the real world, one here. This is exciting when you get to watch some funny actions. Anyways, brand new car for MRN, brand new car for the majority of the fields. But it's going to be Peter who's going to take it in his RLS debut here for the GT3 category at Palanga for this initial event. Here's Gosha rounding the final turn as well. He's going to throw it. He's going to take a debut win for the RU. And with Tachyon Racing grabbing, I believe, their first class win as well. If we can find Scorch. Here's Scorch. And, okay, I was going to say, I think there's something wrong with that barrier placement. That's... There's something wrong with that barrier placement. Okay, well... Scorch's good to take around. That is, RTA wall! It is the RTA wall! Anyways, Scorch is going to take it for the win. I don't think there's I think luckily they didn't change any positions. God, that's funny. This race is so... This race is perfect. We just need to bring back the moving A-bills at turn 1. Hilarious. What? Oh look, they have a group pic. It's so cute. I'm gonna make my way down there now, because I just want to say hi. Look here. The two Vertigos. Dumb and Dumber right here. Get a good picture sector, because I think everyone's come over the line now, finally. Look at all those finishers. What a lovely race. Already. What's Mia doing here? Oh, there's the... It says the 20? Yeah, it's the 20. Why am I even looking up there? There's only one lunar that could be it. It is the 20. There's a Hunnick's overlooking the field. Look at that. I wonder if anyone's interested in having a little discussion. Of and that was funny. Okay, well, I'm not sure we're doing podium ceremony. My list of my list of words I keep adding ends to is not exactly. Oh, sorry, I keep butchering, I should say, in general, is starting to grow in size. What if we are doing a podium? There is no podium. Is there? That's a fridge moving. I mistook that for a podium. Something tells me we're not doing a podium. Ow! That was rude. I'm being bunked by one of the Iru guys. Or girls, I don't know what they are. They act like a mix of both. Anyways, I don't think we are getting a podium. So therefore, I'm going to end this stream here. And I have other things to do. Admittedly. So, I will thank you all for watching. Or participating, if you were one of the drivers today. That was hectic, but the race was a little bit fun to watch, really. Especially the opening bit. And we will see you all, whatever the next event is.